Meanwhile, the government has backed every recommendation of the Crime and Corruption Commission's damning report into alleged corruption at the Ipswich City Council.
Paul Palaszczuk was at the head of Ipswich City Council for more than a dozen years. During that time, the Crime and Corruption Commission alleges a culture of deceit and cover-up took hold. He's now one of 15 people associated with council facing 86 criminal charges, including corruption, fraud and extortion.
That report backs up our decision to take the course of action which the government has decided to sack the council.
The CCC has interviewed hundreds of people about governance failures at the council and discovered some shocking examples. It found councillors and executives dined at flash restaurants and flew business class for personal trips, all the while charging it back to council-owned companies. In another case, a councillor's friend was caught speeding in a council car, but a staff member was asked to take the blame and council copped a $2,000 corporate fine. The watchdog also discovered a building contractor gave gifts to a senior executive, including racing tickets and $5,000 of betting credit in exchange for favourable treatment. Staff were threatened and bullied into covering up alleged illegal activity.
The most disturbing things in the report were those areas where council staff, and generally lower level council staff, were the subject of bullying, subject of intimidation.
The government has given in-principle support to overhauling some aspects of local government, including changing privately run council companies into public entities.
We need to look at how they can best be more accountable, more transparent, more open to the community.
The proposed changes are also backed by the state's largest council.
So there would be some impacts on places like the Brisbane Powerhouse, the Museum of Brisbane, City of Brisbane Investment Corporation. There would be changes, for example, to city parks.
There's now bipartisan support for legislation to sack the Ipswich Council to go to a vote on Tuesday. Once it passes, an administrator will be appointed with the task of cleaning up council operations. Alison Horn, ABC News, Brisbane.